that we look for is not just your ability to design, but your ability to communicate and your ability to fit in within the team, right? So whether that's subtle or not, it does come out in interviews, and it's something that we look for. So we would often hire the designer who's not quite as good, but is very motivated and very excited about the job. So that's something to keep in mind, is that it's not just about design, it's about everything else in between. I work for SAP, and it's very technical and it's very focused on interaction design for interfaces, and that's something that in university I kind of took for granted, because I was always drawn to the more problematic and more kind of blue sky projects that we were able to do. So I didn't really have a lot of opportunity working with really tight-knit constraints. And so I think in my interview for SAP when I first started, I was showing a bunch of tangible music instruments that had kind of this emotional relationship with their user, and that was an interesting thing for me to show to a company that was so focused on software development and business software, so kind of not related. So I think that was a bit rough. And just the second thing I would say about transition from university into the real world is that design is just like kind of one of 5 pillars of things that I have to do on a daily basis. I think politics, of course, understanding the time and money aspect to every design you do, and how to kind of navigate between those. So how to communicate with developers, how to convince them that what you're doing is important. How to fight the battles for the design that you want to get done. I think a lot of companies are still very tech heavy and not design first. There are obviously a lot of companies are engineering driven, and it's one thing to be a designer in those companies and try and have to fight every battle for good design. So that's something that I think was a bit of a struggle. But over time it gets better, and you fight those battles and you succeed.